Rise up. Pray up. Coffee up. The pack is calling. Dawn breaks cold, bones still aching. World's trying to keep you down, forsaken. But I got fire in my veins today. Black brew rising, chasing the gray. No weak excuses, no chains on me. Southern blood pumping, wild and free. Grab the mug, feel the heat ignite. This ain't just coffee, it's fight or flight. Get up, pray up, pray up. Load the chamber, face the day. No surrender, no backing away. The wolf knows. He smells the hunt, he feels the fire. The wolf knows. Bruised strong, black as midnight wire. Wolf nation, rise and roar. Coffee up and settle the score. The wolf knows. Yeah, the wolf knows. Trails calling, mud on the boots, engine roaring, truth in pursuit. Through the storm, through the fight, through the pain. This dark roast fuels the untamed. One sip hits like a shotgun blast. Wakes the beast, leaves weakness in the past. Faith on the rocks, courage on tap. Back together, we ain't looking back. Get up, pray up, pray up. Lock and load, on the grind. Wolf in the blood, predator mind. The wolf knows. He runs the ridge, he owns the night. The wolf knows. No fear, no quit, pure dynamite. Wolf nation, howling loud. Coffee up, stand proud. The wolf knows. Hell yeah, the wolf knows. They say the weak need sugar and cream. We drink it raw, living the dream. Eyes on the prize, teeth to the bone. This is our fuel, this is our throne. Now scream it with me. The wolf knows. Tear through the dark, claim what's yours. The wolf knows. Power in the cup, open the door. Wolf nation, forever we ride. Get up, pray up, coffee up, alive. The wolf knows. The wolf knows. The wolf knows. The wolf knows.
Yeah.
The wolf knows.
All right, Howard.
Wolf nation.
The wolf knows. That's right.
Welcome.
I was trying to get a
Wolf
picture.
Nation.
I was trying to, Wolf Nation. I was trying to get a picture with the Howie man, and because he's just sitting over, you can't see him on camera, but he is. Let's see if I can get one here. Hey, Howie, good job,
Can you
Howie. I had my. He's good. I got a picture of him. So, in the shot.
see? You got a photo. Oh,
Howie's cool.
he is. He's a good dog.
We love our buddy.
Wow.
First time I met Howie, I probably petted his head probably 1,000 times
Oh,
because he just loves that.
Yeah.
Welcome back for those who's with us. Hey, Bam, how you doing? Southern California
hello, man.
in the house. Doing great. We just got through the show. We came back. We turned off a little bit of Wi-Fi so you can see a little reflection there because we were a little bit laggy.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, but we got it. It's just one of those deals. No problemo. No problemo. The wolf knows.
He does. And how he does, too. If you notice, he won't take his eyes off of it.
He's giving you that little dog look. A little.
He's waiting for me to do this, is what he's doing.
Oh, he's wanting you to come. He's wanting to come over there.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, go on, Howie. I mean, you're a co-host too.
3.
He was waiting for the command.
Good boy.
Howie, the occasional co-host.
Yep, he is. Wolf knows.
Generally, a Wolf Nation show or the Backport show.
Yep.
Soon to be at his home.
Yep.
He's gonna think he owns that show, dude.
Oh, you know it.
Being at his place,
They'll
man.
be chasing everything from deer to chipmunks back there trying to show out. The only thing I'm concerned about now, please, those watching, let me know if your animal does anything similar to this. When my wife and I, when my wife and I are out gardening, all right, we live on a ridge and we have a forest behind us. When we're out in the back towards the woods, he will come wherever we are and take a dump. Hey, dude, get up, look.
Of all the things I thought you were going to say, hey, Desi. Of all the things I thought you were going to say, I didn't. Hey, Dusty. D&D. I just didn't think
Dynamic duo.
you were going to say take a dump.
Yeah.
So he comes there and takes a dump, no matter where
to
you're
let
at.
all the other animals know, hey, this is my people right here. You know, he's leaving that out there. He thinks he's helping us. He does.
Oh, it's a puppy.
And he does that, unfortunately, with our neighbors as well. And they don't understand, you know, the whole reason. They do now. And they think it's, you know, cute, but.
So you're standing in your neighbor's yard,
Yeah.
and Howie runs up and he takes a dump in the neighbor's yard while you're standing there talking.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah.
And they go, dude, Howie just took a dump on my.
That's why
On my lawn.
That's why I carry bags with me. You know, because you own a big dog, you gotta have some big bags. You know what I mean? You're not getting a couple little sticks. You're getting a mount. Mount Howie.
That's hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
That's absolutely hilarious.
I hope we don't do that show. You know, because
Well, hey,
you know,
we can't have that.
nah, we don't need taking a dump.
Or you either. I mean, I don't need you running, you know, in the studio taking a dump. You know?
Oh no,
Okay. Well, thank you.
I'll at least leave the studio. You know, go out in the front yard.
I can just see that. There's a guy over there at Cordell's house. He's got his pants
Taking a
full.
dump in the front yard reading the newspaper. Got some really strong knees.
You know that somewhere in America,
Yeah.
backwood, Appalachia, somewhere, there's some dude that has a toilet in his front yard and probably takes a dump in it every day while reading the paper. Somewhere there's going to be somebody like that.
Well, you know,
He probably has a 2-story trailer.
I've been that guy
You
at some campsites. You know, when you camp primitive, you live primitive pretty much. You know, you find your favorite tree and hope there's no poison over it. Be careful what you wipe with.
y'all door dashing tonight, or y'all just riding around?
Going to the bank.
All right, let me see your steam mask.
Hey, we want an update. How has the job been going, Dusty?
It's going. So I work 4 hours Monday, 11 hours Tuesday, 13 hours Wednesday, and then 11 hours today.
You go.
Good
When's
job.
your next off day?
Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
How's your hand?
But if like a holiday falls on a weekday, then I would have to work that Saturday.
How is your hand?
How's your hands?
It went away. I mean, but I'm just burnt a little bit.
All right, you'll get over it.
Yeah.
Once your melanin gets enough sun, it'll calm down a little bit. You'll just start getting darker.
Yeah. I was doing yard waste today.
Yard waste, is that people go
Tree
around and
limbs?
scoop up dog do and put it out?
No, yard waste is like leaves, sticks, branches.
All right. I was being
The people put in those bulk bags and stuff.
right.
So, how long do you have to work there before you get to be the guy in the truck?
That I don't know yet.
Because you're just paying dues right now, dude. You got to start somewhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got to ride the truck for a while.
You always start at the bottom.
Yeah.
You gotta work.
Right.
I went to work at this little delivery company one time. It was vans. They were a crappy, cruddy company. But I was young and it was fun. I got to drive the van. But the new guy always got the worst vehicle. That's just the way it works.
Oh yeah.
And I remember, I mean,
It's
this
like
thing,
cops out.
the steering wheel on this
gets the
thing,
worst
the
car.
play in it, I'm not joking. The steering wheel had that much play in it.
Wow.
Going down the road, you'd have to dance with it like that to keep it in the road, you know. And it was a straight shift, and it would miss gears, drop gears, all that crap.
Was it Armstrong steering?
Yeah, it had that van was because it was a piece of crap.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Power steering pump went out on it regularly, and you had to.
Oh yeah. One day I'm going up I-75 towards Cleveland,
Right.
and the hose blew, like the water hose. You know. So I'm coming up on, I think the Keith Street. Anyway, I pulled off,
Right.
and I kind of coasted down because you kind of go downhill. I coasted down to a station, and I called it in. They said, "We'll have a guy there. It's going to
As
take
soon as we can.
as soon as we can," which puts me behind for the whole day. So I'm waiting. I went and got a coffee. I think I'm sitting there waiting, you know. Dude pulls up. They asked me which hose it was. I think it was the top hose anyway. He drives up and he holds the hose out of the,
And hands it to you.
yeah.
You're
And
supposed to change.
he said, I said, what are we doing? He goes, it's your van. You change it. I said, I don't even have any tools, dude. He said, there's probably a screwdriver in there. If it ain't, I'll give you one. So I found one. I don't remember if he gave me one or I found one.
Unfortunately, those are easy.
So they've been on there so long, it wasn't that easy. So the real problem was it was so dirty in that van that I've just started the day, mind you.
Right.
I mean, Cleveland was like my second stop. I made more Clevelands on the back side of it than I did the front.
Right.
So I don't know, he's made like 2 stops before this happened. So my uniform I'm black, just covered with grease. Uniform, arms. I was shaking gas off the pump. You can always get a little bit off there, and going in the restroom and trying to clean this crap off. And for the rest of the day, I got sympathy from all the secretaries. Like, my gosh, what happened to you, man?
Oh, they're working me to death out here. I'm telling you, it's just terrible. Yeah. That's exactly how you explain that one.
Well, unless Desi was the secretary, she'd say, man up. You say, that's just the way it goes.
Hey, Desi, are you driving?
No.
This is the first time we've ever saw Dusty drive. This is like legend.
I'm surprised I haven't seen smoke or any drifting or anything going on.
Well, you saw those concerned looks on her face as she's looked over at it. It's like, what are you doing? Like, did you mean to hit that curb?
Hey, don't slam his head into the steering wheel, okay? That's counterproductive. It would be.
Well, how did work go for you today, Desi? How was work for you today?
Good.
You see how he took that corner? I mean, I thought Desi was going to fly over there. It's a good thing she has her seatbelt on.
Yeah.
Or he should have been in his lap because of the way he just took that corner right there. I saw that. Tell him this is not atomic, okay? Can't drive it.
I see the bouncing going on. Was he changing gears?
She don't look confident.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got the OS handle there. Every car needs an OS handle.
Oh, well.
Yeah, that's what you say. Oh,
Oh,
the OS handle. It's the OS handle.
Jesus.
So, on Wolf Nation tonight, I want to talk about something.
uh-oh. Dum-dum-dum-dum.
I saw up in Canada that the people from Canada, Saskatchewan, I believe, actually, they have a dead Bigfoot corpse. They have actually found one, and they have proof there is a Bigfoot. It's over 9 foot tall.
I'm calling BS. I ain't seen it.
I'm just saying,
This would have been all over the news. Too.
it ought to be.
Who's reporting this?
I don't know. I saw it on the interweb. Let's look it up. I don't know where my phone is.
So you're saying,
Yeah.
well, the key here is, can you even spell Saskatchewan?
It's close to Sasquatch.
I have not heard this.
But I can't. Yeah, they've got it on display, actually. From what I understand. And somewhere, it might be Alberta, Canada. It's somewhere up in Canada. Somewhere in Canada, they have found a Bigfoot corpse.
I ain't finding that.
Do a search for Bigfoot corpse.
I just did it. I'm like not finding anything except some videos where some drunken rednecks are saying I mean,
Bigfoot corpse on display.
Which one did you bring it in? You better call your mom and ask her.
it says there have been no confirmed. AI is telling me this. Discoveries of Bigfoot, Sasquatch corpse or body in Canada.
I know I've got some.
I'm gonna be
I gotta change glasses here. I know. Hey, I'm not saying it's true.
I'm gonna have to play Missouri here. You got to show me. I mean, you know.
A purported Bigfoot corpse, nicknamed Dak, was displayed at the 2025 New York State Fair in the horticulture building. Discovered by Snake Stewart in the Adirondacks in late 2024, the 8 foot tall, hairy covered specimen was displayed behind glass. So I was wrong about all of it so far, except for the Bigfoot corpse. The exhibit, which also included alleged artifacts, was met with skepticism and widespread suspicion of a hoax. Now, it goes into much further detail about this, and I'm not going to bore everyone with it, but it does talk about previous hoaxes and says many attendees and observers expressed doubt, pointing to the lack of independent scientific verification and the possibility of it being a fabricated display. Evidence alongside the body, the exhibit included hair samples, a 9-inch bone, All right, you let yourself figure that one out, and a footprint casting. If you got the whole corpse, why do you need all of that other stuff? It should have hair on it. You should be able to see its foot. Why do you need a cast of it? I don't know.
I bet they paid some big money to come in there and see it, though. A lot of people.
Yeah, but his name was, they think it's a Neanderthal hybrid. Neanderthal human hybrid with a lot of hair. So apparently they were hairier.
So they're normally found in Central Florida or Lower Alabama or
lower,
South Georgia.
Yeah.
And we're in Georgia right now. So
I know there's a lot found
or maybe
in LA.
Maybe Southeast Ohio. Maybe.
But I know there's a lot in LA.
Hey, there's been a lot of Bigfoot sightings in Ohio, though.
Yeah, there has.
Oh, we lost the crew.
Must
Hey, my Johnny 4K, how you doing? God bless you tonight. I hope the sun is shining on you wherever you're at tonight.
Amen. Always.
God bless America. Thank you for the waving
Always on
flag
the
there.
sunny side.
God bless America.
Land that I love.
Land where Trump fires this corrupt
Yeah.
group that he's hired.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the biggest failure he's had as president.
But he's fixing it.
Horrible people around him. But he is fixing it.
There's always going to be a snake in the grass somewhere. I mean, there is. There's always going to be
I just have
those that are
this image of him as Elmer Fudd walking across, talking like he
walking
did.
the quals.
Yeah, he's going to get
deep state.
Hey, going.
Today I'm hunting Bobby. Oh, Bobby. I don't know where Bobby came from.
Slightly better than the first administration. I will agree. There is improvement there. Yes, not Journey 4K. I agree, but man, he just gets. It's
blindsided.
I don't know, man. It's like
But I will tell you, he has seen a lot of this coming, and that's what I keep saying. He's setting traps, and he's exposing them and calling them out by name. Did you watch his address to the?
I picked up
United
excerpt.
States?
Well, I was on the air when it came on, so I watched videos of
He
it.
called them out by name. There's a lot in the Pentagon as well. Hegseth is starting to fire some people. Fired a high up general.
Yeah.
Uh,
Did you? They said that she was begging the night before. I could just see her begging, please, 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 pretty please, Mr. President, I want to keep my job. And I can hear him going, no, it's a beautiful thing. You
had your chance.
You're
fired.
I personally, I like you. I think you're great. We're going to reassign you. We're going to give you a job to do. But honestly, honey, you just can't do this job. It's just not worked out. I'm sorry. It's over. You're
The
fired.
way you said that, it kind of reminded me of the movie. We're gonna need you to
Office
office. Yeah, we're gonna need you to move
to the basement.
to the basement.
You
down
and your
here,
red
ma'am.
stapler too.
Yeah,
I just don't think this this position of floor is for you. I mean, you got the looks, but it's just you're not accomplishing a whole lot.
Yeah.
I'm running out of time here.
we
Yeah,
got
Office Space.
things to do.
Paul, you can play that dude. I'm telling you can play that dude.
Do you think so?
Oh man, with the tile and everything, going around making people work overtime and stuff. I'm telling you, you can play that dude, man. I can see it.
I'm gonna need those TPS reports. I'm gonna need you to work this weekend. I think I'd play the other dude better. I got things to do.
Yeah, the guy that goes and ends up getting the construction job.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could do that too. You could do both.
Yeah, but I think that the personality of the other fellow fits me a little more. I've never been one of those that embraced the whole shirt and tie thing. I've been asked to wear a certain outfit, and I'm not wearing a tie to work.
Yes, we're sipping some Wolf Nation coffee. This is the
most definitely
whiskey barrel aged.
Yes,
coffee.
that's what it is. I just emptied mine, and I'm not gonna make another pot.
No, I think we're good. If I want one, I'll do a pod. A pod.
I want to try to at least get an hour of sleep tonight.
Do you find it? I'm switching gears a little bit, but this is Wolf Nation. We talk about adventures and stuff, but it popped in my head. My brain is spattered. We're going to talk about whatever. This is a free for all.
Oh, yeah.
We might even be talking baseball in a minute because I'm looking at scores right now. The Braves, they've got off to a decent start. But anyway, do you find it? I realize all of the things that could happen for somebody to disappear, but do you find it a little weird that now there are two missing in this general area and that were hiking? I don't know. It's kind of weird, dude. Like, I mean, everybody's got theories about this. Like, he had an event. He was coming down the mountain, the older guy. I mean, but come on. No trace. None. Nada.
Let me put it this way. I know for a fact here in the Chickamauga Park, I watched a corpse. No, it was a deer. But came upon the corpse when I was training this Dalmatian that I had. I don't know if you remember Maggie.
I do.
The Dalmatian.
I do. Yeah.
She was a smart dog too. But I was training her, and we came across this corpse. Well, I kept an eye on it. There's not a lot of large predators in the park.
Yeah.
There might be a coyote now. Back then, there weren't even coyotes.
Yeah, they were definitely coyotes now.
So it took 6 days for that corpse to be nothing but bone. And then in 2 more days, all the bones were gone. There was nothing left. So in the Smokies, I could see they would have to find him in a pile of poo because something ate him. Or a lot of things ate him.
But they were on this so quick, dude. I mean,
I don't know how they died. I'm not saying that they were attacked.
I mean, I get all that. And that's what I was saying at the beginning. I can see
Mother Nature will clean the area quickly.
I get it, but I just think that it's a little strange because it's actually kind of rare. It is really rare for there to be
Nowadays, it's
no
very
sign.
rare.
They covered this area with everything they had. I'm just wondering if,
even triangulation of his cell phone
there are
should have put him
weird,
right in the area.
Well, there are weird things that happen.
Yeah.
People get a little crazed. They go into hiding. Maybe who knows? I just find it weird now that we got 2. There's another guy missing now too.
I don't care what anybody says. I know there are feral people that live in the Smoky Mountains. I know there are.
Yeah, this is Georgia though. I'm talking about Georgia.
Dude, we'd have mountains around this area. North Georgia is part of the Smoky Mountain.
But generally, most of those people you find out like that, there are some that will mess with you, but most people don't.
You're going to have to bring me up to date on the 2 that you're currently speaking about because I'm thinking about somebody else.
Well, the one at Blood Mountain was the
yes, that's one. Okay, I'm thinking about Blood
that's
Mountain.
One of them. But there's another guy. I think.
I've hiked Blood Mountain, and you'd be surprised at the cliffs that you can fall off of.
I get it, but they got drones and everything now, dude. They were on this thing within hours of him supposed to be out of it. I mean,
that is kind of.
I just find it weird.
Unless he drug himself up under some trees or something, thinking that get himself.
And there's hikers up and down that area all the time. It was a busy time for hiking.
Yeah.
People saw him on the trail. They talked to him. They got him on a trail camera, I think, coming down or something.
Yeah.
His car never left the parking lot or whatever. But now there's a second guy missing. He's a younger guy.
Is it the same area?
I think it's generally close. Yeah, I think it's
Blood Mountain.
It might not be Blood. It might be the other. What's that other mountain that's really close?
It starts with hiked up at Springer.
Yeah.
Springer Mountain.
At
the very beginning.
Yeah, the first guy was 67 years old. He was an SMU law professor.
Yeah.
That was November 11th of last year. There has been absolutely not one shred of evidence of what happened to this guy. But I think that there's, and this guy was experienced. I mean, he wasn't like let me see if I can tune, because all the news wants to go to this one. They keep wanting to pull up that story, but I saw this in the news. I don't have a lot of details. But there's another guy that's missing.
Missing hiker in North Georgia.
And I think it was Georgia. I could be wrong, but this other guy's younger. They showed a picture of him. So I don't know. Anyway. Oh, maybe this is it. Missouri man goes missing on Appalachian Trail in Georgia. He's 23-year-old Julian Horton. Went out he was in the trail. This was around 11 a.m. This was on March 11th.
Right.
I just heard about it. The phones went out They lost contact with him.
Wow.
What was that? Was that a gunshot or was that
Mhm.
from Boone County, Missouri? It was last seen by somebody on March 3rd.
Several hikers have been reported missing and later found deceased in North Georgia recently. Most recently, 23-year-old Julian Horton was found dead in Fannin County on March 11th, with the death ruled a suicide. Additionally, a major search for 67-year-old Charles Hoach on Blood Mountain. Missing on Christmas Day is another person who was found dead in Georgia Lake on January 3rd of this year.
I was thinking that there's those people that just say it's over and they jump.
Yeah,
There are
and
people.
there are a lot of places to die.
Yeah,
You know,
but they found him. I mean, like, okay,
Yeah,
they
but
found
they
him.
still hadn't
What
found
in
the
the
professor.
world? Like we got
There's
like
some bombs going on.
we got
out there.
artillery fire or something going off. Weird.
What it sounds like.
Maybe, are they celebrating Good Friday coming on?
That's a possibility. Yeah, here's a missing hiker found dead on Appalachian Trail.
They just say it's
Yeah.
it is still kind of rare, and for violence, it's real rare.
So it says it's not far north of Springer Mountain. This is where he was found. Springer Mountain is where it starts.
Yeah,
Blood Mountain is on up in Tennessee.
I just find it weird. I don't know. It seems to me it's kind of strange
They
that
ruled him a suicide.
yeah. So, but that dude didn't look like the one I seen. I think there's another one. I think that dude.
There might be. He said there's
So
several.
I saw this in the last 2 days, and that one was about 3 weeks ago.
Right.
So I think there's another one. There's a young guy. He has a beard. That guy didn't have a beard. He looked like this other guy that I'm talking about had a little bit longer hair. This guy was bigger than him.
Oh,
So this is a whole nother hiker missing.
right.
And I think it's in Georgia too. I just caught a glimpse of the story. I just think it's kind of weird. I know a lot of hikers are getting out around this time, so that could lead to that. But this other guy was November. But there's a lot of people at the trail.
I'm gonna tell you what. I don't care what anybody says. There are things in the Smoky Mountains that can't be explained. I'll just put it at that. And they're all through the Smoky Mountains, all through Appalachia. There are unexplainable events that have taken place and are taking place. And I think it's going to intensify. I think it's going to increase in number and severity. And I think that it's going to be brought more and more into the public eye. They will be desensitized at first, and then boom, something's going to pop up, and this is what's doing it. And then there's going to be aliens, there's going to be werewolves and vampires and all kinds of stuff crawling out of woodworks.
Lady
Things are going to be
Cadaver.
exposed. You know?
Lady Cadaver.
I would look the other way. Kind of.
There is a place. Speaking of suicides, I know it's a sad subject. But once again, we're
Wow.
here.
That was somebody's shooting some fireworks.
They are near where we're at. There is a place that has been used quite often for suicides. Do you know where I'm talking about?
Talking about Lover's Leak,
No, it's not Lover's Leak. Where is Lover's Leak? You talking about?
Lookout Mountain.
Oh yeah. No, not there. Closer than that. Much closer. 10 minutes from us right now, max. It's getting closer. If y'all can hear that, folks, we're getting artillery.
Somewhere on the Tennessee River,
No, in the battlefield.
in the battlefield. Wow, Chickamauga battlefield.
The tower. There's been a number of people go up top and jump
Yeah,
over the
you're-
side.
You're right. You're right. Over the years, there have been.
And I don't remember how many, but I think it's more than 10.
That's the reason. One reason why they close it off at night.
That's one of the reasons they closed it off.
And they keep it locked during the day. Sometimes they only open it when there's a guard on duty.
People,
Or
get
not a
it,
guard,
what is
but a
it?
ranger.
167 steps or something like that to the
Somewhere
top.
around in there.
It's close. It might be 164 or something. I know it's 160 something.
65, 70 feet.
And you just circle around. You go way top. It's beautiful up there.
Yeah.
But people have went up there and just jumped off the side. Nighttime, daytime, didn't matter.
Yeah, on the backside, you could probably survive if you know how to hit and roll. I don't know. It's down a hill anyway. Front side, you're dead. which it's really kind of hard to say side because it's a tower, so there's really no side, but north, south, east, west,
True.
So towards the railroad track.
I was doing a as part of the SCV. We were the national event, and
Right.
several camps joined together. Big operation to get enough people. It was held in Dalton, and one of the events was they were having the barbecue on the grounds at
Rocky
the
Face?
Gordon Lee Mansion. No, down in the Civic Center down there. At,
Trade
Center.
Okay. I got you.
Down in Dalton.
I thought you were talking about a reenactment.
No. This was the national reunion for the SCV.
Gotcha.
So there's week-long events, or most of the week. But anyway, the camps made a lot of money on certain things, parking, admission, whatever. So I was asked if they were going to do 5 buses, and they were going to take the buses from Dalton and ride over to Chickamauga and do a recreation of the barbecue event on the grounds. So I was asked to be one of those guys. So, I knew a lot, but there was a lot I knew I wanted to brush up on. So me and Lauren, you remember Lauren?
Lauren, good. Yeah.
We would go out. We drove this thing, and we mapped out all of the major things that we wanted to mention because the tour really started once we got off at Ringo. All the points. Once we left Dalton, we were not really seeing anything until we got that. That's when the tour really started.
Right.
So we went out and we made ourselves cards and stuff. I never looked at my cards, but I had them there as a backup if I needed them.
Yeah.
But anyway, we talked about the Stone Church. We're coming in back way through into the park, and there's a lot that you could talk about. But anyway, while we're in the park, and we were not scheduled to go to the tower or anything, but as we're passing by, I'm mentioning about the tower and how that it was not there during the war. It was built afterwards by freed slaves, by carpetbagging Yankees. It's true. John Wilder. I mean, he came back and became mayor. But anyway, we'll look it up.
Yeah.
So I mentioned as a side about the suicides, and it made a more modern history. And recently, within 2 months of us being there was a young lady that had jumped off the top.
Wow.
So there was a guy. He cracked me up, and he goes, "Excuse me, sir." He said, "Is there anything else that you can tell us about the tower, except the suicides, or beyond that?"
Is that all you know?
Yeah, and I said, "Oh no," and I started talking about it. Everybody laughed. It was funny,
That is.
He goes, "I do find that interesting. I just wanted to know a little more historical context."
Do you have anything positive to say
So
about the tower?
So when I said,
enough with the gloom and doom, dude.
when I said the carpet bag, when I said all that, he died laughing. The whole bus. This is a big
Right.
bus, not some little school bus.
Yeah.
So
Tour bus.
I've got the microphone, and I had to let go for a minute. I was laughing because he goes, "You showed your colors." I said, "Dang right I did," and I was getting some fist bumps. I didn't know if there was any Yankees on that bus or not, but I had fun.
It didn't matter.
So anyway, the guy told me later. He said,
fun.
and it kind of intimidated me a little bit. He told me that he had taken a tour the day before with the historian Jim Ogden at the park, and he's excellent. He's from Maryland. Dude does his research. He's awesome. And I'm like, "Oh man, this must have been bad for you." And he goes, "No, I want to tell you did a good job. You're not expected to know everything that man knows." And he said, "I'm telling you did a good job. You did your research." But anyway, we were pulling into Chickamauga there off the highway to go to this barbecue.
Yeah.
And he's probably deceased now. And I had to have fun with it. The guy never knew. But the old cop that used to be down in the city, he had pulled off.
Him Flash.
I don't know the guy's name.
He used to sit at the top of the hill going out. There's a crest where the ball fields are now,
Yeah.
Where the park is. That hill coming into town right there, he'd sit at the top. And when we used to be hellions on our motorcycles, we would just coast, get going and coast up that hill. And he'd be napping. He'd sit up there in his car and nap. And we'd get up beside him, and rev him up, take off. And it was kind of like Barney Fife,
Well, it's funny you say that. When we pulled off of the 27 onto the road that leads into Chickamauga,
Right.
he has pulled his car off. He knew we were coming. Somebody told him, "Hey, the buses." So he pulls off. He's standing by the car. And he's saluting the buses. And I probably shouldn't have done it, but after the suicide thing, I wanted to lighten the mood a little bit anyway.
Right.
So I said,
Right.
folks, on your left will be our version of Barney Fife, a member of the Chickamauga Police Force. They died laughing. And some guy said, does he have one bullet and is in his pocket?
It's right there.
It's funny you said that, but that's what I said that day.
That's
I took a
hilarious.
little shot, but he never heard it. But they loved it. They expected it almost.
Well, that was hilarious.
But he was a little guy, right? He was very thin, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of looked like an older Barney, to be honest. With that
But, I
cap
mean,
on and everything, it was down over his ears a little
But
bit.
his nickname was Flash
I didn't know that. Why Flash?
because he was slower to Christmas. I mean, it's just a nickname.
I heard he'd write some people some tickets for weird things, man.
Oh, he'd taillight tickets. If you were going a half a mile an hour over what he thought was the speed limit.
He was an officer there for a long time, right?
I think the time Chickamauga was founded, I think he came with the city. His ancestors were founders of Crawfish Springs. That's a joke. I have no idea. Anyway.
For those that don't know, Chickamauga is a mill town. It was not a town during the war, but it was a mill town. It's laid out like a mill town.
Crawfish Springs.
Yeah, Crawfish Springs. It's a nice little town, folks. I'm not bashing it.
Not at all. It's a beautiful little city.
I love it. It's just funny. There's these funny things.
home to
Everybody
me.
knows it. I mean, I'm not making up anything nobody doesn't know. It's from around here.
You can look on my Facebook page, and where if it says where you're from, Chickamauga. That's where I'm from. Chickamauga, Georgia.
Well, at one time that mill, man, it employed most of the people in Chickamauga, I'd say.
Well, you're right, and it was a lot of things to a lot of people over here.
Did you ever work there?
I was contracted when I was a teenager. This friend of mine, his older brother was contracted. And I got roped into going and doing it. But we were busting up the floor in one of the areas, and it was using a jackhammer all day.
Oh, nice.
And so, for, $9 an hour, and that was a lot of money back then.
Yeah.
This was 1981. 1982, somewhere around in there. And I think I was 16, 17 years old, somewhere. But anyway, yeah. Might have been 80.
I didn't know that. That's interesting, man.
Might have been 80. Might have been 1980. Because, I think I was 15. Yeah. 1980.
Well, that's right. Yeah, I'd have been. We're the same age.
Yeah, exactly.
But it is a cute town. A lot of history there. Tons of history. Tons of history. American Indian, war between the states.
You and I went down there, and I was surprised. It hasn't changed really. I mean, it's grown a little bit. If anything, it's more like a wetland down through there now. And on out, people don't realize that goes way on out. And I think the spring feed. Isn't that what they hit in the rock quarry across the street? You know where the rock quarry is down there on the right.
I didn't know there was a rock quarry there.
Yeah, there's a quarry. People used to go swimming there all the time.
In Chickamauga?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean.
I'm not from there, so I don't know.
I have to say, I think it's closed now.
There's Indian mounds back there, too.
Oh, yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff.
The only thing I would say is a knock on Chickamauga, and it's a knock that a lot of small towns get.
Yeah.
There's a lot of local politics
We
and
poke
drama.
fun. Yeah. Well, yeah.
And
when
and
you
there's
get
been
our
some
age,
there's
you're
been
the-
some
your
recently.
friends are the politicians when you get our age.
There's been some recently with the removal of.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he stepped down or they removed. I don't know, but the mayor stepped down or whatever, and they were trying to get him out or running. I don't know. They said he did some things wrong. I don't know, but man, that is the most people I've ever seen turn out for anything in that town, besides ball games. I mean, wow, did they
Right.
turn out? They were not happy about it. Was I would say it run 99% pro mayor at these meetings, and a lot of the people online as well. That'd be the only thing I would say. It does have some small
I went to
towns.
school with the mayor, and I always thought he was a good guy.
I think he's a
We
good
weren't
guy.
best friends or anything, but we played, some ball together and stuff. He was a good guy. He
Good
is,
guy. Yeah.
as far as I know.
I like the restaurant that they used to have over there. That was a good restaurant.
They used to sell some good vegetables and fruit too.
Man, we.
Watermelon.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Watermelon patch.
Well, they still have the greenhouse over there. You know.
Yeah, his son. I think his son owns that.
Oh really?
I think. I'm not positive. I could be wrong. Yeah, I think they're in business together anyway. I guess. I don't know.
Well, there's. It's always said if they don't want you to be in the city limits, you won't be.
Right.
Meaning business.
Yeah.
That's why some businesses set up just outside.
Well, it's a good old boy club.
Because there's a few of them down there that got some power.
It is a good old boy.
And I'm not making this up. This
That's
is
the
what
way
people
a lot
have
of
told
these
me.
small towns are run. Though,
Yeah.
I
I was down in Ringo one night late, and there was a bunch of people dropped off to go in and I guess try to scam people.
Right.
They just inundated Ringo, but the law rounded them up. It was like a good old boy roundup. They got them out of there, but they were going in and trying to scam business owners and stuff out of money and stuff, But they hit that town. But I was in Cracker Barrel one time in East Ridge. Me and my wife were eating dinner, and I saw them dropped off, and there was a bunch of them. And they came in, and they sit down at people's tables, and they started trying to sell this cheap jewelry. And one of them sat at our table, and my wife, God bless her, I was like, are you? And because Lynn starts looking at the stuff, she goes, "Oh, that's pretty." And I'm like, Lynn, this person, they just invited themselves to our table.
Right.
I said, you need to leave, And so I said, while Lynn's looking at the stuff, it's junk. I went to the manager and I said, "Excuse me, the manager." I just guessing. She goes, "Yeah, is there a problem?" Just attitude,
Wow.
And I said, "Well,
was it the part of the town you were in, or?"
I said, "I don't know." She just said, "What's the problem?"
Yeah.
I mean, you got your
Like,
food.
no big deal.
I guess people are grumping about food. I said, "No." I said, "You've been invaded." She looked at me like I had 3 heads. Invaded? I said, "If you will take a gaze across your dining room,
Yeah.
and where that young lady is sitting right there, that's my wife, and you'll notice the lady that's sitting beside her trying to sell her jewelry. And if you look at every other table in your restaurant, there's somebody sitting there trying to sell your customers cheap
Something.
junk.
Yeah.
I expect you to run them off." And she went, "Oh my gosh," And she went and got the posse, and they come out and ran them out of there.
As well, they should have.
I've never seen nothing like that in my life. I couldn't believe they
That's
just.
the reason why they have no soliciting signs on windows, doors.
Well,
everywhere now.
in that part of town, if you're out front, and I love it's nothing to do with it's a great restaurant, but that is a bad area. And I've been out front and seen people. They're always walking up and down the street there from those pay by the week
Right.
motels and
Right.
different things.
Yeah.
And I've seen guys trying to come up in there and sell dope. And one guy, I was waiting on my pastor to get there. We were going to go pick up a car that was broke down up in Athens. And
Right.
this guy, I was just waiting out there in the parking lot, waiting on him pulling in. And this guy came to me, and the manager must have been watching. He come flying out there, and he told that guy to get on down the road. You leave my customer alone. I had went in and ate a bite because I was just waiting on him to get there. But Purple Haze.
My bad, man. I didn't realize that was going to come out like that. This thing hits hard. It's I love these things. Anyway, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you there, but
See, he's got Howie on his side tonight, so
yeah,
I'm at war here in the studio.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be outside with that thing.
I know. I am.
He took advantage of me with Howie.
I get nervous.
Nervous.
Yeah.
How old is
I
Howie?
get nervous. Howie is 5, I guess. 5.5, 6. I don't know.
We lost.
He's
we
between
lost,
5 and 7. I'll put it that way.
We lost Team Paw. I wonder what happened. I mean,
Yeah, they were there. And
did Dusty run over something and bounce her head off the ceiling and make her mad?
I don't know.
They just-
I hope she didn't slam his head into the steering wheel like I told her not to.
You remember the movie Raising Arizona? Oh my
I
gosh,
remember it vaguely. Yes. I couldn't
crazy
tell you
movie.
anything about it, to be honest with you, but I remember the
Oh man, the characters in that movie. Oh my
Is that
god.
the one with Belushi's brother in it?
No, John Goodman and oh man, what is that dude's name? You know, wasn't that the one married to Lisa Marie at one time? That guy. What's that actor's
Michael
name?
Jackson.
No, no.
Well, you said married to Lisa Marie.
Well, I
Married to
know,
her.
but my God, that was like a paper cut marriage, man. That was
Well, they had kids together too.
well.
So they say.
I don't know about that.
They did.
I don't know. I thought all these
Anyway.
kids came from surrogates. You know. I
No.
don't know.
He and Lisa had at least one.
I
I don't think it was
don't-
the one he was holding by the ankle, dangling off.
I don't-
dangling
I
it
don't-
off of that balcony.
I don't know if I buy that. So I don't think they had one. If he
I
only,
don't know. Let's ask Gronk. See what Gronk has to say. He lies to me a lot too.
anyway, I was trying to think of the actor. You've done got me all messed up.
Did
What,
Michael Jackson and Lisa Marie Presley have a child together?
what was that dude's name?
No kids, I don't think. I think it was no kids.
Yeah, they didn't have no kids together. Man. He had Blanket and Paris and all them by.
No secret baby, no hidden pregnancy, just nothing.
Just
It was more tabloid noise than real life.
More tabloid noise in real life.
no nothing.
No,
No kid. No myth. No nothing.
No nothing.
Just nothing. No
Yeah.
nothing. That's one for AI. I actually got AI
Hey,
pretty.
I'm gonna tell you what. I
You
like.
got a British guy there too. I mean, that's pretty
Well,
good.
he sounds. I mean, listen. Who are you gonna take advice from? Somebody that sounds like me, or somebody that sounds like him? You know what I mean? People probably be surprised I can put 4 and 4 together.
You sound like the Breaking Bad advice, John.
Well, yeah, that's what I've been told. But yeah, I went through all 15 years of school.
Some of those more than once.
Exactly. I was a rebel without a cause, man,
You think that
or without a clue.
this is a question because they're doing so much now. I went up with my granddaughter. She'll be going to high school next year. You know, it's been tough at middle school. My gosh. But anyway, we went up and I was listening to the big spiel.
The spiel.
The spiel, as they were telling about all the credits and hours and whatever they call it now. They call it all different stuff.
Right.
And I was thinking, do you think high school is a little bit too long nowadays?
A little.
Too long. With all the preparatory stuff that they do, getting them college ready and all this stuff, it's almost like they could do all this in 3 years.
See, they used to.
And to me,
They- I
if
mean,
you
when
could do
you
it
and I
in
went to
3
school,
years,
that's the way it was.
you still have a senior year. I'm not saying cheat the senior year.
Right.
But honestly, nobody likes the freshman year. I mean, nobody does.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you. What.
Or if you could split that 1 year, freshman, sophomore, it's like halfway through the year, you're a sophomore. But anyway, they would
See,
be
we used
quicker to get to
go
college.
from freshman in junior high to sophomore in high school, and it worked out a lot better, I thought.
I just think
you
that
didn't
it's
have kids and beings whose testosterone levels are through the roof at one point, ready to kill anybody. You don't put them together. Seriously,
I would say not.
boys are, adolescent boys, well, they should be. I don't know. I'm old school.
well,
They're not nearly as tough today as
those other
they
guys
used to
get
be.
put in the
I'll put it
band.
that way.
Well, I must made somebody mad.
They what?
They get
Keep
put
it in the
in
band.
the band.
I guess.
I'm just thinking because they said this. Because if you do the math, you certainly can. You should be able to be out by their standards, which I think can be changed, 3.5 years.
Right.
But they won't let you do it. State of Georgia rules. It doesn't matter if you have way over the 26 hours or whatever it is you got to have. You could get up to 30 something. I'm sitting here thinking, well, why would we not want that person to
If they show the initiative, why
they're
don't
already
you
doing
want
college
them to
work,
reward
dude.
them?
They do a partial schedule during their senior year. They only go to 1 or 2 classes sometimes. Why would we not jumpstart those people toward their college? The ones that want to go to college, the ones that didn't. Why don't we get them graduated so that they can go on and start their technical school, or they just want to work in their dad's business or whatever?
Whatever they
Why
want to
why do we force that into 4 years? If they're ready, if not, then maybe save those that need it for the. But for those overachievers, for those that are just plowing through, I'm telling you, I think a lot of those kids could be out in 3 years, man.
Oh, there's no doubt. I mean, my grandson right now, Gage is what? I think he just turned 10 February. He's reading on a high school level. I mean, they like a senior in high school. He's on that kind of level in his reading.
Yeah.
And, also in math and different things like that. But what do you do with a child like that? I mean, what do you do? He's going to Boyd Buchanan, he's getting a little higher education. But he's gonna need a challenge.
Exactly. And there's a lot of kids like that.
Yeah.
And
There are.
those kids should be able to
Excel.
advance through
I agree.
and not be forced to do this time frame that they say. I just think sometimes we're stupid with education.
Oh, I know we are.
And this would also lessen the cost, and you move them forward. And
Yeah.
give them extra opportunities for scholarships and stuff for being that kind of early on and say
Lower the age limit on
something.
entering college.
I was sitting there and I'm watching all this, and I'll be honest with you, it kind of ticked me off. Because they made the disclaimer. Okay, for all of those that asked the question, can you get your credit hours and go ahead and graduate early? No. I mean, it was almost like they said it just like that.
Right.
In the state of Georgia, that's forbidden. You can't do it. Well, you've just killed my drive.
You're not an adult until you're 18.
I mean,
That's what they say anyway.
don't that kill
You're
your
not even
drive?
an adult then.
I mean, if they said, and you're that kind of person, you're driven like that, and they say that you could, you're going to drive yourself to get through.
Oh yeah.
Even if you take you got half a year, you just goofing off before you go to college. But I say you get a jump start on that. You get moving to that. You're quicker. You're getting closer to your degree, and you get out in the workforce and start paying back the college debt unless you had a scholarship or whatever. And I just think you find a way to do that for some kids, not every kid. But if you are an overachiever and you can get out earlier, why are we? It's like oh, you did bad. You got all this. We're gonna hold you here. You can go to school half days. Heck with that. I want out.
And they do the same thing in college.
I want to move on.
It's all about money in college.
Just drives me crazy, man. I mean, but they stood up there for 20 minutes bragging on how these kids excel and how they're just amazing, how they transform and they're just killing it and everything.
That's because they promote incompetence. I mean, that's what they do.
It just
Those
burns
powers that be don't want those smarter than above them or below them.
I mean, every school has a Chris Farley. True. They don't care.
I agree.
They're partying. They don't care. But you got some kids today. I mean, it's almost like for the athlete. They try to groom them to be the professional athlete. We've got professional scholastics. We've got people that are kids that are groomed to be brilliant. Yes, from a young age. They've been challenged their whole life. They eat it up. They're like sponges, and they're very mature. Yep. They're traveling the world. Even they go. They get things to do around the world, and go study somewhere else. This is all in high school. They get to go for weeks. Well, let's progress them along. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I may be, but it just seems
maybe you're not.
I just wonder why. Because if I'm saying it, other parents have asked it. And he wanted to clarify it and say, if you're wondering, because I'm sure they hear it every year for incoming freshmen, no, you can't do that. Howie's just all laid out.
He's trying to roll over on his back.
He's all laid out there, hocked up. He's just all comfy. But folks, that's our Wolf Nation show for tonight. We just chit chatting and having fun.
Time already.
It's been an hour, man.
Wow.
Right on that hour, man. It's coming up right on it. Braves will be on here in
I'd
a
like
bit.
to thank everybody for stopping by.
Yeah.
We're like a fart in a whirlwind. You know what I mean? You never know where we're going to go. It's just, you can go anywhere. So it's chaotic.
What's Howie's favorite thing to eat?
I'm going to say chicken. He loves chicken. But I think he eats a lot of chicken because I eat a lot of chicken.
That makes
You know
sense.
what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
He loves the fat off of the steak. Now, the problem is I love the fat off the steak too.
So y'all fighting over it?
I got to, being a good parent, I give him some of it.
Well, sure.
My wife gives him all of hers. It makes me look bad, but, we balance it out.
We balance it out.
Yeah.
I was just going to look real quick.
Like he's totally crashed right now.
Oh, I see that.
His head's, like I got my leg crossed, his head right between the hole right there where my legs crossed.
There's not many baseball games tonight, but the Twins
Right.
have defeated the Royals 5-1. I want to mention something about the Royals before we go.
Twins.
The Braves do play the Diamondbacks at 9:40. They are 4-2 on the season. The Mets and the Giants play. Mets are 3-3. The Giants have got a rough start, 2-4 to the start of the season. For the Braves, Lopez is on the mound against Nelson. I want to bring this up. Have you seen the Kansas City Royals belts on their uniform?
I don't think so.
I didn't notice it the first game. I was kind of glancing at the game. I was listening to it, but I was also reading and doing stuff. They have these gold-colored belts.
Bells?
Belts. The belt that they...
Oh, a belt.
Yeah, gold.
Belt. I got
Gold color.
I haven't noticed it.
I like the uniforms, the blue, the light blue, and all
Right,
that,
right. The gold belt just sets it off.
I just don't like that. It just looks goofy to me. It almost
It
looks...
looks too Gucci.
It looks something.
Right?
Let me see if I can... I don't remember them having these before. If they've had them before, I've never known.
Brother, you asking the wrong man. I couldn't tell you because I don't watch enough sports anymore. When you refuse to pay for stuff, you get what you can get. You know what I mean?
Let's see if I can find an image of this. Because most teams wear a dark belt.
Right? Or a white one.
Oh, well, yeah, you could have white. That looks bad too.
Well,
Most
of my belts.
I'm not seeing it. I'll have to look it up and show it to you.
I had a couple of black belts,
But
that wasn't in baseball.
I think it's something new, man. I could be wrong,
Right?
but it's not a good look for me. I think it's new this year. I don't know. Maybe they got a sponsorship deal on belts. I don't know. Anyway, I'll have to find it. That's what they wore in that opening series against the Braves.
Gotcha.
I was just wondering why they did that. That's just strange to me.
They have a female wardrobe designer. She thought she'd give it a splash.
I have never seen a baseball team ever wear gold as a belt.
I can
Gold
think
looking,
one that I have
gold
either.
colored belt.
But what's the name of that team? The Bananas.
The banana.
They're called their belt's yellow. I think yellow or white one.
Well, that's a little bit different deal. I
I
get
know.
it. I mean, I get it. So anyway, all right.
Well, listen, folks. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your evening. And from Howie, Biscuit Boy, and Cornbread Man. Peace.
How we love you, man. You're an awesome co-host.
I'm ready for bed.
Nation coffee. The wolf knows. Rise up. Pray up. Coffee up. The pack is calling. Dawn breaks cold, bones still aching. World's trying to keep you down, forsaken. But I can